Hey guys, King of Charmanders here, and today I bring to you a video on the version 70.1 Datamine, which features decorations, weapons, armor, and elder dragons? There's a lot to unpack in here, and huge thanks to Revolutionary Wind 846 on Reddit. They're the ones that put this together, and they put as much information, so if there was data mines they missed, they put it in here. This thread contains a lot of information on the March major updates as well, and possible future updates. And here's a note, a lot of heavy spoilers ahead. You have been warned. If you do not like spoilers, do not blame me if you get angry after you hear some of this news, because again, there's a lot of heavy spoilers. You have been warned. You don't like spoilers, stop watching. Still appreciate you, but don't watch. First, we're going to start off with decorations, and finally, decorations are coming to Monster Hunter now! Decorations come in levels 1, 2, and 3 and can be attached to armor or weapons with matching slots. Now, I don't know exactly how the system's going to work for Monster Hunter now, but it's probably going to be pretty similar to the main series games. Decorations give your weapons and armor skills that can be powered up, and a good thing is that decorations will have their own storage box, so you don't have to worry about them taking up space from your monsters, materials, or your regular item box. So super excited about that, and decorations will add a new flair of customization to our weapons and armor, and new possibilities for builds in Monster Hunter now. And including this, they also have a picture. As you see here, there is a ton of visual assets. They're actually pretty sweet. I love the different colors, etc., and I'm just super excited to see these finally come into Monster Hunter now, and hopefully it's on the March major update. Next up, we have the new weapons. Charge Blade is coming, and Heavy Bowgun. Sadly, there were no gun lance files found. The prior Datamine might have been an error they fixed, so it possibly was they were like, okay, gun lance, but they scrapped the idea, so they took it out later, or the gun lance files are already in the game and they just deleted them, so they already have them planned, but they went with Heavy Bowgun instead because it makes sense. You got the light bowgun in there already, why not put the heavy bowgun in there? So for you Charge Blade enthusiasts, at least it's confirmed. You know this thing is coming into the game, and I'm super excited for y'all, and I'm super excited to make the guides for the Charge Blade and Heavy Bowgun once they come out. There's also a list of Charge Blades and their monster types. They have a Black Diablos one in there, so I'm super excited for that, but also there's a bunch of different monster types. I have the link to this in the description, so you can check out yourself if you want to see the data file for yourself. In addition, there was a file found with the pink Rothian sword and shield. This is the Queen Rose with a Cove knife. I got low-key, like, it took me a second to look at this, and I remembered. So Cove Taroth is an elder dragon that is only found in the Cove Taroth Siege event quest and the Gathering Hub. So this is actually really exciting. I was like, oh, this is exciting. So we're going to have Siege event quests? That's going to be a lot of fun. But yeah, seeing this was actually really cool. As you see the images right here. And this looks to be some exciting content that's coming in the future for Monster Hunter now. And you can't have weapons without armor. We have armor files in this datamine, and several assets for armors were in fact datamined. A lot of projected March update monsters are on this list, including Kushala Daora, the first Elder Dragon in Monster Hunter now. In addition, this also includes some subvariants like Koro Puke and Silver Rathalos. The Silver Rathalos armor looks really sick. You can preview these in the description. You click on the hyperlinks, it'll give you and show you an image of the upcoming armor set. But yeah, Silver Rathalos armor looks super cool. However, one of the most exciting ones is the final boss of the Monster Hunter world story, and this is the Elder Dragon Xeno'jiiva. I'm like super excited. As you see on this file, the Xeno'jiiva armor looks super sick, but also the actual final boss. I wonder how they're going to implement that. It doesn't look like Xeno'jiiva is going to be out right away as the Elder Dragon, but to know like it's in the data files, like this is gonna be however that story comes. I just hope they implement some super cool system for Elder Dragons instead of just popping them onto Huntathons, you know, like Zinogre, and making it really boring. There's also some problems with this, you know, like Niantic / Capcom, you know, solo players and also not being able to play with friends. I would get it if you put something out there that lets us play with our multiplayer friends, But if you expect us to just get absolutely obliterated by Elder Dragons playing solo, you're gonna, like, the eastern side of the world is gonna be rejoicing. But the west, like me, is going to be crying because we can't kill any Elder Dragons because we play solo. So, help us solve this issue, Niantic/Capcom. Please and thank you. Alright, now we got the weapons and armor out the way. Next, we have monsters. Monsters. Specifically, the March Major Update monsters. Per the post on Reddit, the ones without logic files are the ones that are pretty much guaranteed to come out on March. So, of course, we have the Elder Dragon confirmed. We have Kushala Daora, and I can't wait to kill that thing if I can even kill it solo. We have the large monsters, Devil Joe, Odogaron, and Ziziaku. The only reason I can say that is because I screwed up. I said Ciciaku the first time I ever pronounced it. Then my friends on Void Chat were making fun of me and saying, it's Ziziaku. So yes, I screwed up so much. I think at one point I called it Tasiaku, but it's Ziziaku. And we also have variants. So we already knew that Koro Puke is coming, but we also have Nightshade Paolumu. I actually really hate that thing, and I kind of forgot what, but I'm playing Monster Hunter Now World again, replaying it, so I'm probably going to encounter it later and remember why I was so pissed off why I had to face it. But yes, a lot of exciting new monsters come, and I can't wait to make the monster guides for all these, especially Kushala Daora. I am not looking forward to getting abused by that thing. I will bend over, let it tap me as much as it wants to, until I get all the data I need so I can make the monster patterns attack guide for all of you. And surprisingly, future monsters. So there was actually more monsters than what was anticipated in the March Major Update. Now, these monsters include logic files, so they may not be released in the March Major Update, but it looks like they're speeding up the release of monsters. I previously suggested this on some of my other videos because it's taking way too long. If you release 3 or 4 monsters every month, you release 16 monsters a year. And there are hundreds of monsters in Monster Hunter World. But there's also another suggestion I made. I'm going to mention that later. So we have Aragon, Lavasioth, Kazu. I hate you so much. I hate Kazu so much. It's absolutely terrifying. Actually, I had a nightmare about once, but I also hate it so much. So yes, and Pizarios. But yes, Kazu. Oh, I can't wait till you come out. That might come out in October because, you know, Halloween. But if it comes out earlier, ooh, I'm gonna get a gold medal just for you. Yeah, I have some stories about that later. But yeah, Kazu, ooh, I hate you so much. But there's actually a really big surprise here, and I might butcher its name, but Mizutsune, it's Mizutsune. No, it's Mizutsune. There you go. Mizutsune. Yes, Mizutsune. I also jacked that one up. But this was surprising. This one's a surprise as this large monster does not appear in World. It was introduced first in Monster Hunter Generations, and I remember because I played Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate, and I was like, oh, what's this thing? Giant fish wyvern thingy. But yes, Mizutsune. So I'm excited for this one to come out. Again, it doesn't appear in World. It appears in, I think, a few other games, but I know it's Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate, the OG Monster Hunter Generations, and also Monster Hunter Rise. It was on Rise, but it wasn't in World. So, another suggestion, oh my gosh, I should make more videos on this, but expanding the Monster Hunter universe past Monster Hunter World. You can put other monsters in here. So, to see Mizutsune in here, it's super exciting, because that means they're going to put way more monsters in here, and we're just going to have so much content. And it's just super exciting. I can't wait. But yes, my more predictions I suggesting coming true. Thank you, Niantic/Capcom. And last but not least, we have other stuff. Now, a lot of these are actually really exciting. So all the monster categories are coded in the game. Example, Mizutsune is a Leviathan category monster. This is kind of awesome because that means things like Elder Dragons, etc. are finally just getting categorized. So looks like we're getting a bunch of new monsters, which is great. Cluster bombs, this pretty much confirms heavy bowguns. I'm not gonna lie, one of my buddies is a heavy bowgun made. He convinced me to use it for a little bit because it was just so much fun blowing stuff up. But yes, cluster bombs, for you heavy bowgun users, are really exciting. Another thing, speaking of weapons, Palico equipment, weapons, and armor assets. This is awesome. So there's references to Palico equipment, so here's the little blurb right there. but it's coming. I can't wait. I'm gonna name my cat Sir Mix-a-Lot. No, actually, I'm gonna name it Happy for Fairy Tale, but yes, I can't wait till my Palico goes into battle. So for us solo players, we finally have someone that could be meat shield. I mean, actually help us fight in battle. We're also getting meat assets. Are we finally getting cooking? You know, I like meat. Meat is very good and meat is very large. I also like it when it's well done and it's large and long. And I mean, I'm just kidding, okay? But yes, meat assets. We're finally getting cooking. That's great. So we're finally getting the ability to boost our stats before hunt. So I can't wait to have that. And this one's not really exciting, but there's a new item called Resource Boots. This doubles the items you gather. So this is an LOL at monetization. Why can't you do this for monster materials? Like, if you got something like that, I'm not gonna lie, I might be enticed on spending it. If I went on a killing spree for 9 stars and just double up on Wyvern, got doubled Wyvern gem shards, I'd be like, I would totally drop bread on an item that doubled my material drops. But yes, this doubles the items you gather, so it's a big LOL monetization. And the rest of these are just kind of miscellaneous things, so they're not as exciting. Yeah, that was a lot to cover, but it looks like there's a bunch of content coming in the next few weeks, so I'm super excited. If all of these drop on this Datamine, specifically around, like for the March major update, that's a lot of content. But this will more than enough keep us occupied for the next major update for the next 3 months, so I can't wait to see these come out, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So hopefully y'all are excited too. I wish they would listen to more of our feedback for some of the stuff, but you know what? This is nice that all this content's coming out, so let's just hope that the game works. Unlike another game, you know what I mean? If you understand that reference, we can be really good friends because you understand. With that being said, please do me a huge favor, like, subscribe, and comment for the YouTube algorithm. I think I said subscribe wrong, but yes, like, subscribe, and comment for the YouTube algorithm. Good luck on your grinds, and I will see y'all on the next video.